to God's Favourite Shepherds, a collection of 39 short stories rounding out the lives of mainly lesser-known Bible characters, with many of the stories ending with a short quiz. Listen now to the author of God's Favourite Shepherds, Bill Ackland.
The story I would like to share with you today is entitled The Music Man, the Blessing of Music. The story is based on First Book of Chronicles chapters 16 and 25, Second Chronicles 29 and 35, Nehemiah 12 and the Psalms. My name is Asaph. I have the good fortune of living in the time when David is king of all Israel. I am a descendant of Levi through his son Meron, along with Heman, also of the tribe of Levi, through another son Kohath. I had much to do with the music to be provided for the tabernacle and later the temple in Jerusalem when it was set up there and the ark returned to the most holy place. Heman had the distinction of having the seer Samuel as one of his ancestors. I also was known as a seer in Israel, and many of my psalms are recorded to be passed on to later generations for use in worshipping the Most High God. My sons Gedaliah, Zen, Jeshaiah, Shimei, Hashabiah and Mattathiah also participated in the music to be provided for the tabernacle worship services through singing and in sweet harmonies on their musical instruments. The music for the tabernacle is quite involved. There are many praises to God sung before, during and after the periods when the writings of Moses are read. This is a vital way of keeping these words of instruction in the minds of the people. Very few copies of Moses' writings are available. The people of Israel have to make the long journey to Jerusalem to hear the word of the Lord given through our nation's great leader. If in your time my psalms have been preserved down through the years, you may read what I have written and what the singers and the people sang as we rejoice before the Lord our God at his tabernacle. Here is a little of one of my favourite psalms. How delightful are your dwellings, O Lord of hosts! My whole being yearns for the courts of the Lord. My heart and all that I am cries out for the living God. Even the sparrow has its own nest home, and the swallow has somewhere to rest, a nest for her where her young are raised. But for me, O Lord, your altars are where I want to rest, O my King and my God. Those who live in the house of the Lord are blessed. They shall always praise you. A day in your temple is better than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather stand at its threshold as a gatekeeper for God than to dwell in the palaces of the wicked. For the Lord is my bright sun and my safe shield. The Lord endows us with grace and honour. He will not withhold any good thing from those who walk in his ways. O Lord of hosts, the man who puts his trust in you is most blessed. And that psalm can be found in Psalm 84, 1-4 and 10-12. All my fellow musicians and praise leaders count it a great honour to be chosen to fulfil our roles in the tabernacle as we represent the people before the Lord in joyful and holy music, sung and played as a devotion to him. Perhaps you have been blessed with the gift of music or song. If so, my advice to you is that you use these blessings to honour God and not to glorify yourself with your special talents, which God can remove from you before a note fades into silence.
You've been listening to God's Favourite Shepherds, a book with 39 short stories rounding out the lives of mainly lesser-known Bible characters. If you have any comments or questions, or to obtain a copy of this book, give us a call within Australia on 02 4973 3456 or send an email to radio@3abnaustralia.org.au. We'd love to hear from you.